This video is for Theme Research and Awareness Unit BrainPop. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to use Tizzy's first tools to create a presentation. We're going to make sure that we have the level 3 star selected, so make sure that one's yellow, and then press the present button. We're going to use this software to create a presentation about internet safety based on the BrainPop video that you've just watched. First thing we're going to do is we're going to change our background. And we do that by clicking on the Layouts button at the top. You then choose the layout that you want. I'm going to use the one at the bottom that looks like a binder. And then I'm going to click on the Pictures button to bring up a selection of pictures that I can use for this presentation. Now we already have a bank of images called BrainPop that you're going to use for this presentation. So if I click on that, you can see pictures that are relevant to the BrainPop video you've just watched. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a title onto my slide. And to do that, I move my cursor over to this yellow bar at the top, white bar at the top, click where I want to put my cursor, and you'll notice that a red line appears. If that's not where you want to put your cursor, just move it slightly down and click again until you've got it in the right place, and then you're ready to type. For the title, I'm going to type in E-Safety. That's a capital E. Now remember, the way you do capitals is you press the Shift button on your keyboard and then the letter that you want. So for in this example, keep hold of the Shift button with one hand and then press the E button with the other. And then I'm going to put a hyphen, which is like a takeaway sign. And to do that, look carefully on your keyboard and you're going to be looking for this button here. E hyphen capital S A-F-E-T-Y, E-Safety. Once you've written your title, you then need to get hold of the Rule 1 picture, click on that picture and make sure you keep hold of your mouse button and drag it across to here. And then you need to find the appropriate picture that goes with that rule, and that's this one here. So again, I click on that picture, keep hold of my mouse button and drag it onto the screen like that. So rule 1, keep your identity a secret. Once you've done the first slide, we're going to use the arrows up here to go forward to the next slide. So we press the forward 1 and that gives us a new slide. Don't worry, if I go backwards 1, your other slide is just there. So we're going to follow the same steps. We're going to put a title at the top, E-Safety. We're going to get rule 2, click and drag it onto our screen. Be extra careful with strangers. And then get the appropriate picture, click and drag that onto our screen as well. Now you're going to continue doing that for all 5 rules. I'm not going to go any further because I want to show you the next step. But make sure that you create 5 slides with 5 different rules. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to the first slide. And something I want to show you before I tell you how to add sound is if you've made a mistake with your writing, let's say for example you put a capital A instead of a lowercase a, you can see that all I had to do was click after the letter that I want to change. Then I pressed the delete key or the backspace key on my keyboard, which is this one, removed the letter that I don't want and then replaced it with the letter that I do want. So if you've made any mistakes in your spelling, you can correct them that way. So once you've done all 5 slides and you've checked all of your spellings, what we're going to do next is we're going to add sound. The way we do that is we click on the microphone at the top and this record sound button appears, menu appears, and if I just move that out of the way, you can see that this speaker also appears. Once they have appeared, I press the record button to start recording my sound. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read out each of these rules, and I'm going to do it on every slide. So I press the record button. Keep your identity a secret. Press the stop button when I've recorded it. Press the play button to check that it's worked. Keep your identity a secret. I can then close this menu, move this button, keep your identity a secret, to where I want to put it. And then if I view my presentation by clicking on Watch Show, this is what my presentation will look like, and if I press on this button, keep your identity a secret, it plays the audio, and then I can click anywhere on the slides and it'll go to the next one, and if you've recorded your sounds you can play it there as well.